People love to believe that wealth grows naturally with age, like it's automatic. You get older, you make more, you save more, and eventually, you retire rich. It sounds so logical, but it's not true. The average net worth by age tells a story, but not the one you think. Because when you dig deeper, you realize the average doesn't represent the average person at all. The illusion of the average. Let's start here. Your net worth is everything you own minus everything you owe. Simple math, but the average hides a massive truth. A few ultra-rich people pull that number way up, while most sit far below it. That's why the median, the middle point, tells the real story. And when you see it, things look very different. In your 20s, the average net worth might look like $120,000, but the median is around $6,000. That means half of young adults have less than that or are deep in debt. In your 30s, the average climbs near $300,000, but again, the median is closer to $25,000. By your 40s, the average might reach $700,000, while the median sits around $70,000. That's not wealth. That's survival with a bit of savings. In your 50s, the numbers start sounding big, over $1 million on average, but the typical person has closer to $200,000. And by the time people reach their 60s, the so-called retirement zone, the average might be $1.7 million, but the real middle point is closer to $400,000. So what does that tell you? That the average person doesn't exist. It's an illusion built by statistics and by the top 10% who distort the entire picture. Why so many feel behind? Now let's be honest. Most people feel like they're behind financially, but that feeling comes from comparing your reality to someone else's highlight reel. Here's the truth. Wealth doesn't grow linearly. It grows exponentially. For years, you see nothing. Then suddenly, it explodes. But most people quit before that explosion ever happens. The other mistake? Confusing net worth with actual freedom. You can have a $700,000 house and a $600,000 mortgage and still be broke on paper. So don't be fooled by big numbers. Real wealth isn't about assets, it's about control. What the numbers don't show. Those age-based averages don't account for location, lifestyle, or life events. A millionaire in New York might feel broke, while someone with half that in a small town feels wealthy. They also don't show debt or financial stress. Someone in their 50s might look rich on paper, but still lie awake at night worrying about bills. And they don't show discipline, which ironically is what actually creates wealth. Because wealth isn't built by luck or inheritance. It's built by small, boring, consistent decisions repeated for years. That's what separates the top 10% from everyone else. What you should really focus on. Forget the average. Focus on the trajectory. It doesn't matter if your net worth is $5,000 or $500,000. What matters is that it's growing. Ask yourself, is my debt shrinking? Is my assets increasing? Am I saving more this year than last year? If the answer is yes, you're already ahead of most people. Here's the truth that never gets said. The direction of your progress matters more than your position today. Someone going up from zero has more power than someone sitting still at $1 million. Wealth isn't a number, it's momentum. How to build real wealth at any age. Your 20s are about discipline, learning how to control money instead of chasing it. Your 30s are about leverage, using your skills and income to start investing. Your 40s are about scale, growing assets, paying off debt, and protecting what you've built. Your 50s are about preservation, making sure your money lasts. And your 60s, that's about freedom, living off what you've built without fear.